Hi dear students, today we shall discuss the new chapter, that is some applications of trigonometry. Some applications of trigonometry. We already studied the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. In that chapter we studied some formulae which are identities. So we know the concept trigonometry. But what are the uses of that concept trigonometry in the real life? Now we are going to study that in this chapter, that is applications of trigonometry. So in real life, we have to see the uses of trigonometry concept. Okay. To study this chapter, we have to know some terms here. Those are line of sight and another one is angle of elevation. Some other terms also there. Afterwards, we will discuss about them. The first one is line of sight. Okay. So I will consider here is a one boy. He is standing here. This is the ground. Okay, he is standing on the ground. Here is the eye of the boy, or you can say it as observer. He is observing something. There is one tower. This is, I will take this as tower. This is also on the ground. A boy is also on the ground. Here is the eye of the observer. He is observing. This boy is observing the tip of the tower. He is observing the tip of the tower, or you can say a point is there on the tower. He is observing a point on the tower. A point on the tower. Now this forms a line. This forms a line. So this line is called as what? Line of sight. It is called as what? A line of sight. So observer, here is the eye. The line of sight is the line drawn from. This is the line drawn from the eye of the observer, eye of an observer to the point in the object. This is the object. Let us take this as object. In this object there is one point. He is observing that point in the object. Okay. Viewed by the observer. This is viewed by the observer. Line of sight is nothing but what? It is a line drawn from the eye of the observer to the point in the object. There is a one point in that object that is viewed by the observer. This is viewing by an observer. So this line is called as what? Line of sight. This is called as line of sight. Okay. Now here is the eye of an observer. So horizontal direction of an observer. This is called as a horizontal. This is called as horizontal level, or only horizontal you can say. Horizontal. Okay. Or horizontal level. Okay. So when the observer is standing, so this direction is called as what? Horizontal line or horizontal level. And this is called as line of sight. It is nothing but a line formed by an eye of observer. Line formed from the eye of an observer to the point in the object. So this is called as what? Line of object. And this is what? A horizontal line. So there is angle formed between these two. Line of sight and horizontal line. There is an angle, some angle is formed. The boy is standing, horizontal level is in this direction. He is going to see the object which is above the observer. So he has to turn like this. So there must be one angle formed. There must be one angle formed. Okay. So this angle is called as what? Angle of elevation. This is called as what? Angle of elevation. See it? It is the angle formed by the line of sight. Angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal. This is the angle between the line of sight and horizontal. When, this is very important, when the point being viewed is above the horizontal line. This is horizontal line. The point, the observer is going to observe the point. It must be above the horizontal line. It must be above the horizontal line. So then this angle is called as what? Angle of elevation. What is angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is the angle formed by the line of sight and the horizontal line. But this condition, when the point being weaved. The point being weaved means the point is observed by the observer. That is, the point being weaved must be above the horizontal level. So this is a condition. It must be above the horizontal level. Then this is called as angle of elevation. Angle of elevation means if you turned upside, so there must be angle of elevation. To see the point which is above, or the height of that point, or height of that point which is more than the observer, then there must be angle of elevation. If suppose this point is below the horizontal line, if this point is below the horizontal line, then what you can say? Let us discuss it. There is one tower. This is a ground and this is one tower. On this tower, a boy is standing. Okay. Here is the eye of an observer. So on this ground, there is one point or object. Okay. So here is the object on the ground. Observer is above the point. So horizontal line will be here. Okay. Horizontal direction. So this is the horizontal line. Now he is going to observe this point. So this point, this will be what? Line of sight. Line of sight. Because line of sight is nothing but what? The line formed by the eye of an observer to the point in the object, viewed by the observer. Okay, this is line of sight, and this will be what? Horizontal line or horizontal level. Then there must be another angle formed. Here is also one angle formed when the object is below the horizontal line. So this angle is called as what? Angle of depression. This is called as what? Angle of depression. Okay. Here is the angle of elevation. When the object is above the horizontal line. But here the object is below the horizontal line. So it means if the boy is standing in this way, he has to see down. If we see down, that must be angle of depression. If see upward, then there must be angle of elevation. Okay. If you are going to, let us take example of ourselves. If you are standing on the ground, we are going to observe one stone on the ground. So this is the horizontal line. If you are going to see the stone on the ground, so you should see downside. So there must be angle of depression. If suppose, if you are on the ground, you are going to see one big building. So top of the building you are going to see. So this is the horizontal line. If you are seeing this building, you have to turn your head upside. Okay. There must be angle of elevation. If you see upside, there is angle of elevation. If you see downside, there must be angle of depression. Okay. Should remember all these definitions: angle of elevation, angle of depression, and a line of sight. So these two concepts are very important: angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay. Let us start the exercise 9.1. So in this exercise, the questions are very lengthy. I cannot write them on the board. Okay, I will see the question and read them. So you concentrate on the question as well as you can see your textbook also. Okay, first you understand the question, what they are given. So then you can concentrate on the solution. Okay, the first question is: a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope. This is a 20-meter long rope. He is climbing on this rope, which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of vertical pole to the ground. This is the vertical pole. This is tightly stretched and tied from the top of the vertical pole to the ground. This is the ground. Okay. 20-meter long rope, which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of the vertical pole to the ground. Okay. Then find the height of the pole. This is a pole, AB is a pole. You have to find the height of the pole. That is AB I have to find. Then if the angle made by the roof with ground level is 30 degree. If the angle made by the roof with the ground. This is the roof. Angle made by the roof with the ground is 30 degree. Okay. This is the given diagram only. I drawn the given diagram. If the diagram is not given, you have to draw the diagram yourself. Okay. For this question, they given the diagram. Okay. Now let us solve this. We have to find here what? AB I have to find. Now here the observer is and this is what? Tightly stretched and tied roof from the top of the vertical fold to the ground. Now I have to find AB. So this is one right angle triangle. ABC is right angle triangle. In this one I am going to find AB. But what are the known conditions? AC is known and angle C is known. Angle C is known and AC is known. By using which trigonometric ratio I can find AB? We have to think. So for this angle, for angle C, opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent. Opposite by hypotenuse. In this one is hypotenuse known. I can find adjacent. That is opposite by hypotenuse. That is sin 30. Here angle C is nothing but what? 30 they given. So in right angle triangle ABC. Okay. Sin 30 degree. Okay. Sin C. It is nothing but what? AB divided by AC. Opposite by hypotenuse. Sin 30 value is 1 by 2. AB value. AB I am going to find. That is height of the pole it is. Okay. We are going to find the height of the pole AB. AC is given 20 meter. Now AB is equals to what? 20 divided by 2. I'll get it as 10 meter. AB is equals to what? 10 meter. So I got the height of the pole is 10 meter. We should write the conclusion also. Therefore, the height of pole is 10 meter. Unit also should write. Okay. Height of the pole is 10 meter. So this is what first question is. Next, second question. Let us see the question first. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that top of tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree with it. So see here, we have to draw the diagram for this. So there was a tree. Let us take this as a tree. Okay. This tree was broken and this will be the ground. This tree was broken and it bends. The top of the tree touches the ground. So initially it was a tree. So due to storm it breaks. The top of the tree touches the ground. Now this is A and B and this will be C. Then I will take this as a D. Now can I say BD is equal to BC? Yes, because AD was a tree. It broken because of storm. Now this BD cuts and the top of this D touches the ground. So this I can take as a C. Okay. Now ABC is a tree. Now this is a right angle triangle. I can take right angle triangle. Then after you see the question, which makes what? Angle 30 degree with it. It means what? That a tree makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. With it means the ground. Okay. Then the distance between the foot of the tree. This is the tree. Foot of the tree is A. Foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground. Is C. Is 8 meter. This is how much? 8 meter. What does that? The top of the tree touches the ground means C. From the foot of the tree is how much? 8 meter. Then after you have to find the height of the tree. We have to find the height of the tree. Okay. Once again, let us understand the question. Initially there was a tree. Let us take this as a tree. Because of storm, it broken. Now it bends. Okay. The tip or top of the tree touches the ground. So by making a 90-degree angle or right angle triangle, the tree was broken. So means, so ABC will be the BAC will be the right angle triangle, and that a tree, top of the tree touches the ground, which makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. One condition. Another condition also given. What is the distance from the foot of the tree to the point where the top of the tree touches the ground is 8 meter. Then find the height of the tree. AB is not the height of the tree. AB plus BC is the height of the tree. Initially what was in this way. Now it is broken. So height of the tree will be AB plus BC. Now I have to find AB plus BC. Now in this right angle triangle, let us take this as right angle triangle. In this one, C, angle C is 30 degree given, AC is given. Then I am going to find AB and BC. First I am targeting AB. To find AB, this is known and this will be unknown. With these two sides I can find AB. That is sine 30, or no, not sine 30, tan 30. If you take tan 30, opposite by adjacent. So one unknown, one known, automatically I can get. That is AB. Now in right angle triangle, in right angle triangle, BAC. Now I can apply tan 30 degree. Tan 30, it is nothing but what? AB divided by BC. AB divided by AC I can write. So tan 30 value is how much? Sin 30 by cos 30. So that is 1 divided by root 3. AB value. AB is, we are going to find it. AB. Then AC is 8 meter given. Now cross multiplication. AB I will get it as 8 divided by root 3. If you are going to write in simplest way, I have to multiply its conjugate. Root 3 divided by root 3. So the answer will be 8 root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3 is 3. So AB you are getting as 8 root 3 divided by 3 meter AB. AB I got. Then I want BC because height of the tree is nothing but AB plus BC. Now for the same right angle triangle, I will take these two. Which one? AB and BC. Opposite by hypotenuse, that is sin 30. So now here sin 30 degree is equals to AB divided by BC. AB divided by BC. In this one AB is known, automatically I can find a BC. AB. Sin 30 value is 1 by 2 is equal to AB. AB just now I got, that is 8 root 3 divided by 3 divided by BC. Now cross multiplication, BC is equals to 8 to the 16 root 3 divided by 3 meter. 3 meter. This is what? BC. Okay. So AC value, AB value is known and BC value is known. But at the end you should write the conclusion. What they asked. Height of the tree you have to find. Therefore, the height of tree is AB plus BC is equal to, AB value is 8 root 3 divided by 3 plus BC 16 root 3 divided by 3. LCM is 3. 8 root 3 plus 16 root 3, that is 24 root 3. Now 3 8s are, that is 8 root 3 meter. This is what? Height of the tree AB plus BC. So therefore, the height of the tree is 8 root 3 meter.